Hello and welcome, everybody. We have some great news regarding our future ministry. We have a name. We finally got a name for our dream of our camp. If you have followed along with any of the other probably Q&As and our life updates and everything like that, we're trying to do a camp for gap year program, training people in like biblical studies and nature and survival and like homesteading and all
Basic
of that.
life skills.
And we finally have a name.
Yes.
Do you want to share what the name is?
Yes. So this is crazy. Somebody just threw the name out there as an example, and we're like, we love that, but surely it's taken. Like, that's way too obvious and basic. And lo and behold, it was not.
True.
So that's a little backstory there. The name that we are now approved from the state of Ohio to own is Campfire Ministries.
Yep. Campfire Ministries.
And we just got our EIN, so it's all official.
We have our nonprofit incorporation papers and our EIN number. And the next step is our 501c3.
Yep. Which that could be a little bit of a process, but you know, the Lord has blessed each step so far, and it's been awesome. And we're very excited.
Yep. We don't know how long it's going to be before we really get things going or find the property or anything like that. We're just trusting God for those next steps as they come.
Yep. So once we are actually approved for the 501c3, a question might be, why would you do that first? Like, why wouldn't you maybe have a location or a specific camp option before we would go into the paperwork side? But the primary reason is once we actually have all the paperwork done, we can then open a bank account and we can start accepting donations. We can start building funds. So then, Lord willing, one day we'll be able to actually purchase the camp or the property.
Not that we couldn't start training and stuff before we actually have the location for some of that stuff, which we do plan to do some of that.
Definitely.
But yeah, that's the main reason why we want to have it. We want to have the 501c3 status so that it opens up our opportunities for people. If you don't have 501c3 status, then your donors can't write it off on their taxes, and things like that. So it just kind of opens up the branch of opportunities. Also, other 501c3s can donate, or if they happen to close or something like that, they can donate their assets or funds to only another 501c3.
Yeah. So same thing, vice versa. If we open up our 501c3 and we want to donate to another 501c3, we can once we have that status.
Yeah.
So if you have more questions about that, feel free to reach out and ask. If people are more curious and want to know more about the financial side of that, maybe we'll do a video on that if people are wanting to know more about that.
We're still learning a lot of it ourselves.
Yes, but if people have some questions more, do we want to just give kind of a little overview of what the gap year program would be, since we've nailed out a lot more details?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. So I've been working on writing an outline of all the different like programs and stuff that we would like to have, and kind of like just starting some rough drafts on budgeting, yearly budgeting and such. So that has been started. We have somebody helping us do a lot of research into the more specific nitty-gritty details of what we're going to need to make all of those things become a reality.
And we have a couple of people working on or helping us with like wisdom and experience and stuff, working through the statuses and who have run other nonprofit organizations and things like that.
Learning a lot about how important being very specific with your wording is.
Yes.
So the gap year program, we want it to have, we want it to run, like a typical school year, like 9 months out of the year. We want to have a separate summer program, like a summer camp program. The idea is that a lot of the summer would be like fundraising time.
The real part of the gap year program, it's 9 months of training and 3 months of application and work and stuff like that. So it really is a full year program. But they would have the opportunity to not be there for those three months.
If they
but
wouldn't want to, they wouldn't have to.
The full program is a full year.
Yeah. So then a lot of the topics, I guess, that we would kind of hit during that time is Bible topics, Bible studies, outdoor skills, and survival skills. So that incorporates a lot of different categories. Health, nutrition, and basic life skills of what is food, where does it come from, how do you, like, what does it do to your body, all this stuff. Overall nutrition, from how to grow it or how to raise it to how to process it and what's it going to do to your body then, and overall
grown
health.
And animals.
And then what's another one we've got
Cooking.
Oh yeah, well, I think that's kind of in that one.
Okay.
So then we would also have kind of more like community social skills category also, where you would learn how to kind of network within a community and build relationships there, and
build like bands with like brothers and sisters together, brothers and sisters working together, working on discipleship, things like that, and how to do that with peers, working with older, working with younger, all that kind of stuff.
And in that, we would also be teaching like how do you organize and run an event? How do you plan for that? And so then we've got different options for events. One of the staple ones is definitely going to be disc golf, because we've done that a few times. We've run several disc golf events. Possibly like getting involved with like farmers markets, or maybe running craft shows or vendors shows or something like that. But like how to build those relationships. One would be how do you build and grow the relationship within the church, and then the second would be how do you grow and build the relationship within your community, everybody that's around you.
And then how do you use all of those business things as a ministry?
Yes. What is your ministry? That's going to be a huge part of it, is people taking everything that they learning about themselves to go, what is my ministry then? What can I take from this and go out into life and serve the Lord? Using all the skills that God has blessed me with. I feel like there's another category I'm forgetting, but
we have, along with the health side, one of the categories that's kind of separate is our physical and mental health. Goes along with your spiritual, what you're putting in your body, what you're growing, what you're eating. We also have like your working out, how that affects your body, and your we'll have martial arts for discipline and training. That kind of aspect of the health is going to be there as well. That's kind of a separate category.
Yeah, and it kind of almost goes in with survival skills as well. A little bit.
Well, I think that's all we have for right now.
Yeah, but we are very excited. Feel free to let us know if you guys have any questions at all.